Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about what we did in the live that we just got off of. In that live we were splitting for just under 2 hours. I think it was about an hour and 45, maybe 50 minutes. But guys, we split up a ton. That's a pretty good amount. And as you guys can see, we also made up and set in a tote that we're going to use to stack into. Something that I'm going to probably end up doing is the next tote will probably be on this side, so down in here. But we're going to keep it up off the bottom a little bit. And what this is going to help us do is we'll split into a pile and then we'll stack it in until I have another helper. I have my buddy here when we get the estimate in. I know a couple videos ago I said that I would not really talk about it until it was here in the yard, but I am so excited. I'm so excited it's going to be here in the yard that I can't really keep it in as to where I'm getting it from. I bought the Estimate 1222 from Deb over at Iron and Oak Sawmill. She contacted me middle of the fall last year about it, and I said, I need to think about it a little bit because this is a big decision to go forward with. I was super giddy. I talked to my boss about it ad nauseum, and he kind of gets a little tired of me talking about splitters and hardwood and everything else. But needless to say, we made the deal, and we told her a few hours later that afternoon that we would absolutely love to have that splitter come here to our yard. So we are getting that Estimate 1222 that you've seen in Iron and Oak Sawmill videos. I'm super excited about that. I know it's going to up production by a ton. I know any commercial unit would have helped us a ton with our production, but guys, we also got to get it stacked in these totes. So I'm going to go ahead and throw you guys on a hyperlapse. I'm actually going to go ahead and get this stacked in here, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about where I see and how I see that all coming together, how I see the splitter with all the different wedges that I'm getting, how I see that being an extremely large benefit to our wood yard here now, because I think these totes are great, but I don't think I have enough of them, and that's my problem. So I'm thinking that I may just have to say forget using the totes, and I'll just have to pile it all up. But if I pile it, I'll have to also have something underneath of it. So let me get to stacking. We'll talk more about that after I'm done. Well, what a great stack that was. And yeah, as you can see, almost one full tote. But that wasn't all that we produced today. I would have had a full tote if I didn't have this much and up to restack into it. So I would have had a full tote today. In an hour and 45 minutes, I produced a tote of firewood. And that is a set fact because I took some breaks in there. And so, most of my splits are there on the live stream. That was wonderful. I enjoyed that. So, we still have a bit here to split. But that little stinking dirty hand tools 27-ton splitter single wedge is putting in some really, really great work. So I'm so happy that we still have that splitter. But next time, I think for a video, I may be showing y'all either for a video or on the live stream, either one. We're gonna be busting out these bigger pieces. I don't want to have a hernia again in my life. The first time was bad enough. This time I don't even want to try and push it. So I'm gonna take it easy and not try and lift up such heavy things. But yeah, I had so much fun on the live. Yeah, it's a little slow because not everyone on a Sunday early afternoon, not everyone is out or on their phones. So I don't really mind it at all. I don't blame y'all at all either. If I had some stuff to do as well on a Sunday, I'd probably also be there, but this is what I do on a Sunday. I basically do laundry in the morning and then I do this. So yeah, we got a little bit more to split, but you know what, for now, a tote of firewood every single splitting session, that is not a bad deal. But when we get that Easton made, I'll be putting out 3 totes in a splitting, 3 to 6 totes in a splitting session. So look for that. It's going to be middle of June time when I get that from Deb over from Iron and Oak Sawmill. A couple of things as I was stacking. I don't know that I am going to continue this on. I will try and find a place for these guys to go, but if I can't, I will eventually probably just take the skid steer in and just stack them along the side here so I can stay on the uphill side, because there's a drain line here that goes out to the drain field out there. So we've got to be careful. There are some assets here that we've got to be careful with. So with that being said, y'all, that is where we're going to end the video, I do believe. I don't want to go hop in the skid steer because I don't know where a grease gun is, and the last time I didn't grease it, and when the owner of the machine went to go and use it, all he heard was squeakiness in it, and so I obviously didn't grease it. I didn't grease it enough or at all really before I used it the last time. So every time we use the machine, we're going to be looking at the oil and checking the grease, checking for grease or a grease gun, so that we can go ahead and use the machine to not hurt them. Hope you guys have a lovely day, and guys, thank you so much for coming, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. If you guys want to, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I would certainly appreciate it, but I'll see you on the next one.